During my presentation, I'm going to be going over the Great Mosque of Cordoba. In the south of Spain, 2 hours from Madrid by train, on the Iberian Peninsula, there sits the Great Mosque of Cordoba. It was built in the terms of the Muslim ruler Abd ar-Rahman I. The site began as a Visigoth Catholic church starting in the year 600 CE. After the Muslims had conquered Spain in 711 CE, it was divided in half and used as a part Muslim and part Christian church. Rahman later bought the Christian half in 784. He immediately started demolition of the current building and began the construction of the Great Mosque of Cordoba. Construction was finally finished after 2 centuries in 987 CE. Rahman's goal was to recreate the grandeur of Damascus into his new capital. The building itself consisted of a large hypostyle prayer hall that is 23,400 square meters and has around 856 columns within it, later incorporating more for a total of 1,200 columns. Marble, jasper, onyx, and granite were the main materials used for the columns. Some of the columns decorated with Gothic capitals came from the church that existed before, and others were gifts from various regions of Iberia. On top of these columns were superimposed double arches, a new style for this time period. The Visigothic columns that were reused were short, so to create a larger, loftier space, another set of semicircular arches was set on top of the existing horseshoe arches. These arches consisted of alternating red brick and marble visors. Another important focal point of this church is the mihrab. It lives in the prayer hall and serves as a prayer niche. It is also used to identify the direction of Mecca in which Muslims perform their daily prayers toward. It is framed by a highly decorated horseshoe arch, which is covered in gold, vegetation, and plant-like motifs. Other characteristics of this building include an open courtyard surrounded by arcades with a fountain in the middle, a minaret encased by a square tapered bell tower, colorful and elaborate mosaics, colored glass windows, wood screens, and an orange grove. The main decorative elements involved in the decoration of the church are gold, silver, brass, copper, ivory, jasper, and porphyry. The church as a whole incorporated all styles of Morisco architecture into one organization. The elements of the Great Mosque of Cordoba's style and architectural design are typical of its time. It mirrors some of the earliest mosques from the beginning of Islam. Its layout consists of a large peristyle with aisles perpendicular to the mihrab. The red brick and marble visors are similar to the ones found inside the Dome of the Rock. The double arches are similar to the ones found in the Great Mosque of Damascus. The Damascus also reuses columns, which is an indication that the architects of Cordoba might have simply copied its design. The horseshoe arches used in this establishment were also common of its time, used in many Visigothic structures. The importance of this work is a very significant thing to look at. It was first off one of the first mosques ever constructed. The building incorporated Visigothic architectural traditions into Islamic traditions. This, in turn, makes the establishment very influential. It also incorporates local Christian traditions into the design. The architects were open to adapting to local styles to accomplish their own needs. Every surface of the structure is covered in decoration. The amount of columns, double arches, horseshoe arches, and semicircular arches make the building unique because it gives the feeling that the prayer hall goes on forever. It creates a very interesting feel of expansiveness. It is also the only mosque with a cathedral inside.